Welcome to this week's episode of Nac Edition. I'm Nadia Lahana. On this week's episode, we will be discussing the new enforced law on campus carry, the new dean on the SFA campus, and stay tuned for your weather and sports. We have some great things coming your way. This is Nac Edition. Hello and welcome to Nac Edition. The Stephen F. Austin Computer Science Department is mourning the loss of one of its professors this week. Greg Harber passed away at a clinic in Germany following a short and intense battle with cancer. He was to be cremated in Austria and his remains returned by his son this week. Harber served in a critical technical support role in the Computer Science Department and also taught courses in information technology. The entire SFA community joins his family and friends in mourning Mr. Harber's death. New semester, new campus. Stephen F. Austin State University decided to become a tobacco-free and a vape-free campus starting August 22nd this semester. The Student Government Association, the Faculty Senate, President Baker Patillo, and the Board of Regents were behind the decision and the policy that followed. Not only will a no tobacco policy improve health among students, it will also provide SFA $2 million of possible federal funded grant money that would not otherwise be available. Some students and staff are annoyed at the inconvenience this would cause them, but many are happy to have clean air and healthier students on campus. So whether you hate the new policy or love it, you have to respect it because that's the SFA way. A group of SFA students are coming together to hopefully impact the campus of Stephen F. Austin.
Today we're doing prayer on the yard, which is just going around and talking to people and seeing if they have anything that they want to pray about. And we're also going to be taking prayer requests.
The group plans to meet on the yard of SFA every week. Anyone interested can find them from 11 to 2 p.m. The U.S. Air Force Brass Ensemble came to SFA this past week, and I was able to go to their performance. Band of the West on September 9th at the Ed and Gwen Cole Concert Hall. The performance consisted of 2 trumpets, 1 horn, 1 trombone, and 1 tuba. Together, the quintet gave an amazing performance in which the School of Music, as well as all SFA, was able to attend. Here we are in front of the Cole Concert Hall, where the U.S. Air Force Band of the West has kicked off SFA's Fine Arts Performance season. The School of Music was honored to be able to represent live music and have the U.S. Air Force perform. This was an excellent way to kick off the concerts that are yet to come. SFA students have an opportunity to see what a career in military music can mean to them. The concert was part of a community relations tour stretching from San Marcos, Texas to Shreveport, Louisiana, and comes together with the Air Force birthday, which is September 18th. The Band of the West hopes to connect the American people with representatives of the excellence in their Air Force, as well as people who have a passion for music. With Nac Edition, I'm Nadia Lahana. September is Sickle Cell Awareness Month. We sent our Jennifer Magruder to find out more from this invisible disease.
Cell Awareness Month. This disease takes hold of more than 1,000 newborns each year. This invisible disease is most prominent in African American women, but is not limited to just one race.
Sickle cell anemia is defined as a hereditary form of anemia in which the red blood cells become sickle-shaped and less able to carry oxygen. Sickle cell anemia is a chronic disease and occurs most frequently in African American descent. How can a person identify if they have sickle cell and what can be done to help? Dr. Manis, Director of Health Services here at the University Health Clinic, explains the cautions of the sickle cell disease.
Anything that stresses the red blood cells in a person's body would be something that person should avoid. What stresses them? Their main job is to carry oxygen. So anything that affects the oxygen need in that person might cause sickling and might cause the sickling that's already there to become worse.
For Nac Edition, I'm Jennifer Magruder.
Anyone wishing to learn more about this disease can visit sicklecelldisease.org. When we come back, we will be discussing the new campus carry law, so stay tuned. Welcome back to Nac Edition. This semester is the first time students and faculty are allowed to carry concealed weapons on campus. Kirby Hildebrand has more on campus carry.
The right of the people to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed.
On June 13, 2015, Texas Governor Greg Abbott signed Senate Bill 11, granting the right to carry a concealed weapon on college campuses to licensed to carry holders. Texas is not the first state to allow campus carry, with 8 states allowing it and another 23 states allowing colleges to decide for themselves. Many colleges, including Stephen F. Austin, have a list of buildings on their police department's website that CHL holders may not carry in. While some students have voiced their opposition to the bill, it may be a moot point. According to the state of Texas Department of Public Safety, only 826,000 of the 26.96 million citizens of Texas have a license to carry. This means that only 3% of the entire population has a license. So if we apply that same 3% to the 13,000 students enrolled at SFA, that comes out to only 309 potential students. UPD officers also wanted to stress that campus carry is not open carry. On-campus firearms must remain out of sight, and any sightings of a firearm in the open should be reported to UPD immediately. However, they also warned against falsely reporting a sighting, as that in itself is a misdemeanor and can lead to a hefty fine. To sum things up, always be aware of your surroundings and make good judgment. For Nac Edition, I'm Kirby Hildebrand.
For more information on campus carry, visit sfasu.edu/campuscarry. Congratulations are in store for the newly named Associate Dean of the College of Fine Arts on the campus of Stephen F. Austin. Dean Scott Shattuck was announced the new Associate Dean this fall, replacing former Dean John Goodall. Dean Shattuck still holds the position Director of the School of Theater, but decided to make the move after serving 10 years. Dean Shattuck says he felt as though the position will help shut down the stereotypes of the art major. Before coming to SFA, he led the theater and media program at Marymount College and Fordham University in New York City. Stepping into the new role, former students of Shattuck says that he will be an excellent fit for the role. Shattuck has served on various boards throughout the country, including 1 year as SFA chairman of the university-wide forum. He says although he has endless love for fine arts, he is an avid fan of college football and a dog lover. In front of the Baker Patillo Student Center is where most organizations are out pubbing and holding events. On Monday, September 12th, SAA held a back-to-school survival guide event where the members stood outside and handed out free school supplies. The Student Activities Association is a great organization to get involved with on campus. They hold many events for SFA students and strive to provide an educational and recreational experience. SAA works hard to bring events to the SFA community to enlighten and entertain. It can be hard for SFA students to find fun outside the classroom but still be conveniently located on campus. But SAA has that for you. The event was able to distribute school supplies and free t-shirts to students around the plaza, and that's just another great way that SAA stays connected to the community. It definitely is a great organization for leaders in the making, as well as students interested in fun events. The past week, Holler at Homer Purple Haze Association event was held at Homer Bryce Stadium. Anna Jefferson was able to attend and get more information on this SFA tradition.
To end weeks of welcome, the Purple Haze Association hosted Holler at Homer for the SFA students. To kick off the event, the Purple Haze Association gathered the freshman class to create their class of 2020 SFA picture on the Homer Bryce football field. But what exactly is Holler at Homer?
Holler at Homer is
our spirit rally before the night before our first home football game, just to kind of get ready for the football game and get pumped and just excited for the game.
The Purple Haze Association president had this to say.
Also a chance for new students to meet with the football players. They get to meet the coach and some of the seniors and get to see like they really are real life students just like us, but they have to spend countless hours practicing and working, and so we like to be there to support them.
Students who were in attendance had opportunities to get free t-shirts and to decorate their axe handles.
I'm here at Homer Bryce Stadium, where the Purple Haze Association is hosting Holler at Homer. Behind me, the class of 2020 is learning spirit yells that they will use tomorrow at SFA's first home game.
The cheer and spirit teams were cheered on by the SFA students as they performed. As a special surprise, the Purple Haze Association had the football team and head coach filter into the stands to sign autographs for the fans.
Coming to you from Homer Bryce Stadium, I'm Anna Jefferson for Nac Edition.
This past Thursday was the involvement fair here at SFA, where most of the clubs and organizations on campus come and market themselves to students looking for a place to fit in. But no worries, if you missed it, you can get all the information you need right here.
The Involvement Fair showcased over 100 of the 200 different organizations offered here at SFA campus.
There's everything from sports clubs and multicultural clubs to Students' Activity Association and Greek life. The sports clubs are associated with the Campus Recreation Center, where they push you to do your best at the sport of your choosing. Club teams get to travel and play in games and even in tournaments as they compete against schools from all over Texas. There are 22 different sports clubs already established on campus, but you can also make your own. If you have any questions about the teams or want to be on one, simply go to the Recreation Center and fill out a contact card and the team will reach out to you. On the other hand, there are several non-sport related organizations looking for members just like you. Whether your interests are in Harry Potter, Pokemon, the LGBT community, or getting students on campus involved, there's a club for you. These clubs are more for connecting with people who have common interests with you outside of academics. There are academic organizations too. These are great to get involved with to further your career goals and fine-tune your skills. Almost every major offered at SFA has at least one organization you can join. It's an easy way to get connected with people within your profession who can help you in your future and possibly help start your career. A Michigan State University study says that involved students report higher levels of satisfaction with their college experience and are more likely to graduate. They also found that being involved encourages and advances student development on all levels: intellectual, cultural, spiritual, and social. If you missed the involvement fair, it's not too late to get involved. The best way to get in contact with these clubs are through the SFA Student Organization's website at SFASU Axis.
SAA held an event on campus called Before I Die, where students were encouraged to share an item on their bucket list. Blackboards were set up at the Baker Patillo Student Center, and students were able to write one thing that they want to do before they die. As a reminder to go out and do those tasks, students were also given a purple ribbon. Many goals were written, and hopefully students will go out and accomplish those goals. We're going to take a little break. When we come back, we'll have Steven with weather. Stay tuned. This is Nac Edition.
Hello everybody, welcome back. I'm Steven Serkowitz and this is our weather for today. We're going to start off today over here at the East Coast. As we see, we have 75 up here in Augusta, and as we move down, we'll see that the temperatures raise into the mid to high 80s. As we see, we have 84 here in New York, 88 in Washington, D.C. As we go further south, it's 86 in Atlanta, and 85 in Orlando, and 87 in Tampa. If you can see right here, we have a small storm sort of brewing, and that's going to move westward. As we move westward, we see up here in the Midwestern region, we have 72 degrees up here in Chicago. You can see slightly scattered rainstorms coming in. It should be light rain, hopefully, for the week. And down here we have 86 degrees in New Orleans. As we move further west, up in Minneapolis, it's 64 degrees up here. Further south in Omaha, we have 63 degrees. You see a small storm also right there. That's probably like the heaviest we'll get right there. As we move further south into Texas, it's 89 in Dallas and also 89 in San Antonio. So we move further to the west, we have up here in Billings, Montana, 63 degrees. Down in Denver, it's 74, and 76 in Albuquerque. Over here in Phoenix, it's the hottest weather we have right now on the map, and it's 93 degrees. As we move north up into Boise, Idaho, it's 69 degrees, but as you can see, there's another small cluster of light rain, but it's light, so it should be okay. Up here in Seattle in the Pacific Northwest, we have 67 degrees, and it's 65 in San Francisco and 74 in Los Angeles. All right, now we'll move on to our Texas weather. All right, in our Texas weather, up north in Amarillo, you can see that there is the rainiest region is North Texas. We have 59 in Amarillo, but there is a storm up here, and it's over here where Wichita Falls is. It's also 84 and partly cloudy in Dallas. As we move south, it's 81 in Houston. San Antonio, it's 82, and in Brownsville, it's 86, and they will have sunny days. Over here in Midland, we have 77. In Marta, it's 76. Over here in El Paso, it's 73, and they will also have a very sunny day. Now we will move over to our local forecast. All right, up here in Longview, we have 82 degrees. It's currently 84 in Tyler. As we move south in Jacksonville, it is 83 degrees. Over here in Palestine, it will be 86. In Crockett and Nacogdoches, and over here in St. Augustine, it will be 84 degrees for those three areas. In Lufkin, it's 83, and in Woodville, it's 80, and in Jasper, it's 85. Now we will move on to our 5-day forecast. All right, as you can see, on Wednesday, it will be partly cloudy skies with the highs of 91, low of 73, chance of precipitation 20%, winds east and northwest at 7 miles per hour. Thursday will be the same at 93, low 74, 20% chance of precipitation, winds east at 6 miles per hour. Friday is the start of the rain for the weekend, high of 90, low of 73 with precipitation at 40%, winds southeast at 5 miles per hour. On Saturday, the rain will continue with a high of 89, low of 72, chance of rain 80%, winds south at 5 miles per hour. And on Sunday, the rain will still go on at high of 89, low of 73, chance of rain 80%, winds south-southwest at 4 miles per hour. Now let's go on to our calendar of events for the weekend. As you see, we have 2 events going on. It's the Nacogdoches Trade Days, and that will happen at 1304 Northwest Stallings Drive. It will start at 8 a.m. on Friday and will go out through the weekend. On Saturday, they start at 7 and they will end at 5 p.m. So come out and pick up some pretty cool things. And then we also have the Sandyland Bluegrass Festival happening on Friday through Saturday. So if you're a fan of bluegrass, check it out. All right, coming up on sports, we have AJ Vitti after the break. See you then.
I'm AJ Vitti, bringing you the latest sports updates. Let's kick off today with some good old SFA football. The Lumberjacks defeated the Division II West Alabama Tigers 30-24. Stormy weather and rain delayed the game to start a whole hour later than scheduled. However, the fans still came out and brought that home field advantage to the home opener. West Alabama running back LaKendrick Thomas scored the game's first touchdown and put pressure on the Lumberjacks early. Senior quarterback Zach Conk completed 20 of his 47 throwing attempts for 166 yards. Conk also ran in for a touchdown in the second quarter, which gave them a 27 lead. Sophomore running back Loren Easley ran just shy of 100 yards and scored a touchdown to help the Lumberjacks get the victory. West Alabama's quarterback Austin Grammer threw for 194 yards and ran in for a score. In the third quarter, SFA was up 23-17 when West Alabama punted the ball, and SFA's junior wide receiver Trey Hart returned the punt for a 75-yard touchdown. The Lumberjacks traveled to Lake Charles, Louisiana, opening up Southland Conference play against reigning champion McNeese at 6 p.m. this Saturday, September 17th, at Cowboy Stadium. SFA redshirt freshman kicker Storm Ruiz has been named the Southland Conference Special Teams Player of the Week. It is the first conference accolade for Ruiz and the first for SFA in the 2016 season. Playing in his home debut against West Alabama Saturday, Ruiz was perfect in kicks on the night for the Lumberjacks, going 3 for 3 in both field goal and extra points. Let's move on to another SFA sport. Did you know our SFA Lady Jacks soccer team is the only team in the nation to win a conference title outright in the last 5 seasons? Yes, I said that correctly. Our SFA Lady Jacks soccer team have been the Southland Conference champions for the past 5 years. Can they make it 6 in a row? I talked with the captain of the Lady Jacks soccer team to find out how she feels about all the past success and possible success in the future.
For 3 years now in a row is just already big enough that I can say that I came out of college with. Like, that is one of the biggest accomplishments, something that I can tell my friends and family and just like hold on to that forever. And as for like the team, we have a huge heart. We come out here every day and we work as hard as we can. We do it for 2 hours. We just nonstop hard work, and it's not even on the field, off the field. We're always thinking about soccer and we're always bonding together, have team bonding. So it's more like the chemistry on the field, and then the chemistry off the field is what brings us all together to win those 5 conference champions in a row and hopefully another one this year. This team, we've already talked about it. Most of the people, we agreed that the chemistry off the field is just phenomenal. We're all so close. It's not cliquey. We're always together. Like, if we're going to hang out, we're going to text in our huge group text. That's just the difference. Like, throughout the years, it was maybe like seniors hang out with seniors, freshmen hang out with freshmen, but now it's like mixed. Everybody's best friends. And you can tell on the field that it's that way.
That special chemistry seems to be working so far this season. Last Friday, our SFA Lady Jacks soccer team defeated the Texas State Bobcats in double overtime, but that's not the most exciting part. True freshman Katie Jennings and also radio TV major scored that winning goal, which made her first college goal a game winner.
Ever. Like, oh, I can't even explain it. I was so happy. It was awesome. Yeah, it was like 2-2. We went into double overtime. Everyone was just working so hard, and Hannah Barker laid off this ball, and like, oh my gosh, I was just like, Katie, like, stay calm, stay calm. And once I saw it going to the net, I just like fell to the ground, and everyone was so supportive. Like, it was an amazing feeling. It was awesome. Definitely I think it was my favorite goal I've ever scored. It's only the beginning of the season, but it's going really good. This team is awesome. Like, from day one, I felt like I was just like a part of it. I feel really welcome, really comfortable. I definitely have my ups and downs, but I know with like such a great team and great coaches, I think we can win another championship. I mean, I think that we're going to face hard teams, but I think that if we stay focused and fit and follow the game plan, then I think we should be on our way to another championship. I was looking at schools, and I kind of made a list of everything I wanted in a school, and SFA fit that really well. They have a phenomenal soccer program. My dad is an alum here. My parents met in Nac Edition, and I just love the town. I love the school, and I really love the coaches and the team, like I said earlier.
Moving on to high school football, last Friday, the Nacogdoches Dragons defeated Robert E. Lee High School from Tyler, 24-17. Robert E. Lee, needing to stop Nacogdoches, got the ball back late in the game. Dragons senior running back Phillip Jones converted a 3rd and 10 with a 21-yard run to enable the Dragons to run down the clock in under a minute. The Dragons will travel to Hallsville this Friday at 7:30, hoping to improve the record to 3-1. Hallsville is 0-3 on the season so far, and the Dragons should have a good chance of winning the game. Local Lufkin native Des Bryant was held to only 1 catch for 8 yards in the opening week of NFL, when the Dallas Cowboys lost to the New York Giants by only 1 point, 20-19. Des caught a touchdown pass from rookie quarterback Dak Prescott, but was ruled incomplete after further review. Needless to say, Des was not happy about it. The Cowboys are now 1-14 in their last 15 games Tony Romo has not started. On the other hand, the Houston Texans won their opening game, defeating the Chicago Bears 23-14. Texans quarterback Brock Osweiler wound up completing 22 of 35 passes for 231 yards in his debut. He also tossed touchdown passes to DeAndre Hopkins and Will Fuller, who became the first player in franchise history to have 100 yards receiving in a debut and a touchdown. Houston running back Lamar Miller was impressive with 106 yards in his first game with the Texans. So Houston's Texans fans should be optimistic with the new Texans offense led by Osweiler and Miller. Well, that wraps up sports. Once again, I'm AJ Vitti. Back to you, Nadia.
We all like a good proposal story, right? Well, you're going to love this. After the SFA volleyball team defeated the University of Louisiana Monroe in the home opener, a private first class fresh out of the U.S. Marine Corps basic training surprised his girlfriend, freshman SFA volleyball player Danae Duran, and proposed in front of the home crowd. The two had not seen each other in 3 months and Danae had no idea what would be waiting for her following the Lady Jacks' big win. They are planning the wedding for anytime soon. Their first priority for her will be finishing college at SFA and continuing her volleyball career. And he will complete the Marine Corps training program, joining us next time again for another great episode of Nac Edition.